Hey everybody, it's the Motivated Musician, and today we're talking about a process that all musicians go through. The intimidating, the scary, and nerve-wracking process that is the audition process. Now, in accordance to all musicians who want to be successful, they're going to run into auditions. Reasons why musicians take auditions: to be a part of high-level ensembles, to get accepted into music school, to compete with their fellow musicians to receive prize money and other accolades, and to begin full-time careers. A lot of professionals play in full-time orchestras and bands. Now, for some reason, at the mere mention of the word auditions, a lot of musicians get kind of scared and nervous. So let's think about why that is. Auditions are high-pressure situations that call for our highest quality of playing. And if you're anything below perfect, of course self-doubt is going to creep. Anybody who's taken an audition with a blind panel, and what I mean by that is that you have no idea who is on the judging panel, that adds another intimidation factor. You have no idea who's behind there. Could be somebody you know, it could be the first trumpet player of the Chicago Symphony. You simply don't know, and by not knowing, it adds a sense of uncomfortability. There's also the competitive aspect. When you're going into an audition, especially with all members of your instrument that you play, there's a great competitive aspect about it. You want to be the best, or at least I hope you do. Unfortunately, not every audition is going to go the way we want it to, and that's why we freak out. We continuously ask ourselves, what if it doesn't go the way I want to? What if I screw up? What if? So many what ifs. There's also a great amount of material that we are required to prepare in order to have a great audition. And if you fall short of that, then you could easily not get the result that you want. And with all these factors taken into account, it is so easy for us to allow self-doubt to take over. So yeah, there's a lot of reason to be scared and nervous and freaking out about auditions. But do not fret. You can succeed at an audition no matter what it's for. So I'm going to give you 4 tips to having the most successful audition that you can have. Tip number 1, you have to be prepared. There's no such thing as being over-prepared. And as soon as you know about the audition, immediately begin your preparation. You can never start too soon. The sooner you begin preparing, the more comfortable the audition material is going to be closer to the actual audition. You have to continue to strive to make progress every single day if you want to have the results you're looking for. Tip number 2, make sure that you keep your fundamentals in check. When we're so focused working on audition material, we can tend to put fundamental exercises and etudes in the back burner. And that is completely silly. And here's why. Our fundamental exercises and studies is the foundation to all music that we play. And if you don't have a foundation, the whole house is going to come crumbling down. Make sure you always devote time to your fundamentals before you begin rehearsing your audition material. You will thank yourself later for it. Tip number 3, and this one's kind of a hard one to accept. You've got to get feedback. The very first person that you can get feedback from is yourself. Record yourself, either on your phone, your iPad, your laptop, video recorder, all these different options that you have to record yourself playing to give yourself the best amount of feedback you can offer. And it's true. You are going to be the hardest critic on yourself. Once you feel comfortable with the feedback you've been giving yourself, it's time to ask friends. Ask people that you're comfortable receiving feedback with. Ask fellow musicians, and also ask your non-musician friends. You'd be amazed at the kind of perspective that non-musicians can really have on your performance. Ask your mentors and teachers. They've gone through exactly what you're going through right now, and they have the best advice for you. Especially ask those who have been successful in the area or field that you are studying. You want to emulate those who have been successful, because isn't that the result that you want? And above anything else, make sure this criticism is actually constructive. You don't want to bring somebody in that's going to simply beat you down and tell you everything that you're doing wrong. And from the end of somebody receiving feedback, please don't take it personally. 9 times out of 10, the feedback that you receive is all because they want to see you be as successful as possible. The more success that you want for others that you care about, the more success that others are going to want for you. Tip number 4, practice and perform in different environments. For those of us who go to school for music, we often lock ourselves in a practice room for the entire time. I guarantee it that almost every audition that you will take will not be in this little box-sized practice room. It's either going to be in a big rehearsal hall or a big performance hall, or sometimes I've seen them even in church chapels. With each environment that you play in, you're going to get a different response back. It's going to feel different playing your instrument in a big boomy room than what it does when you practice in your closed off practice room. The more familiar that you become with these environments, the easier it is going to be to adapt to those environments once you actually arrive at the audition. So that way it doesn't turn into a big surprise. And this just adds to the first tip. You can never be too prepared. And above anything else, guys, you've got to believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, how do you expect those judges and panel to believe in you? It all starts there, guys. Believe in yourself. You can do this. The only person that's going to stop you from doing this is you. I hope these audition tips have helped and that you begin to apply them to your next audition. I'm currently in preparation for 2 major auditions coming up, and let me tell you, this has really gotten me thinking. The audition process is such an elaborate and complex process, but honestly, we can boil it down to one simple thing. We gotta practice. Plain and simple. Now, I've got more tips for auditioning. I just didn't want to use them all and end up turning this into a 25-minute video. Or maybe I should do that. If you have questions about auditions, please send me a message. Make sure you go check out my Instagram. Send me a DM on Instagram or send me an email. My contact information is on my Instagram. Just shoot me a message. I'll reply as quickly as possible. I'm all about seeing you guys succeed as much in life as possible. Thank you so much for joining me on this video. I greatly appreciate it. Want to give a big shout out to my boy Smart Boy. He just came out with an awesome and bumpin' album. You've got to check it out. I'm putting the link in the description down below. Go check it out. It's only $10, and these are some fat beats, guys. You're not going to want to miss this. Now get in the practice room, get ready for that audition, keep taking steps towards your dreams, and remember, stay motivated.